Welcome back. You're watching Storyboard. Leo Burnett India has announced the launch of Street Eye, a motorcycle-mounted device that can help map potholes in real time to help save motorcycles from accidents. Street Eye has been conceptualized, designed and developed by Leo Burnett India and sponsored by General Insurance brand ACO. Street Eye claims to detect submerged potholes in real time using light-detecting stereo cameras. We are catching up with Rajdeepak Das, CEO and Chief Creative Officer, South Asia, Leo Burnett, and Dheeraj Sinha, CEO and Chief Strategy Officer, South Asia, Leo Burnett, to find out more and how to innovate during these tough times. Dheeraj, Raj, welcome to Storyboard.
Hi, Shivani. Hi.
Hi, Shivani.
So you guys have created an innovation to help detect submerged potholes. Can you tell us more about it, and when and where will it be available?
So Shivani, this has been in making at Leo Burnett for a long time, right? It all started with an insight that, a large amount of accidents on Indian roads, especially during monsoons, and some of these are really, really fatal, happen because of submerged potholes, right? You're not able to see a pothole that you're approaching, and accidents happen. And at Leo Burnett, our endeavor has always been, how can we combine technology, creativity, and solve for real problems? So that's the genesis of what we call Street Eye, which you strap on to a bike, and it alerts you about upcoming submerged potholes and thereby preventing accidents. And this product is being launched in the market in sponsorship with our client ACO. ACO's biggest realm of work is in the space of two-wheeler bike insurance. And what better insurance as a brand to have than a technology which alerts you about upcoming danger.
Okay, and when will it be available from Dheeraj?
So we are aiming to hit in the market just before monsoons, and therefore this is just the right time to launch this product in the marketplace.
Absolutely. Raj, my next question is to you. This is like a great example of how technology can be blended with creativity. Coming from a creative agency setup, how do you work towards building an innovation or a product like this?
See, I think, Shivani, I think it's a very, very good question, and it goes back to our DNA. That stands for, like, we don't believe in creating anything. We believe in solving the business problem and solving a problem, a human problem. In the humankind philosophy, we look at any problem and says, what can be the solution to that? And that's why when your solution is started, we were working on towards this. I think for 2 years we've been working on it. 1.5 years, 2 years been working on it. We had the idea, we had the vision, we had the blueprint. But to get the entire design come to life, it took us that much time, because first when you created a device, Shivani, this was this big. I said, wait a second, you have, and the team showed it to us. It says, this is the big. I said, no, it doesn't work like that, because it has to look beautiful also. Design plays a very important role in our life. It has to look beautiful also. Product design has to be done a certain way. So we have product designer at home. Like home means even our office, we call it home. We're in-home product designers. We have tech guys. We have creative guys. We have solution providers. We come together and work to say how we can make a product that is this small, but at the same time very effective.
Okay, sticking with you, Raj, one of the most striking innovations that I have seen from your home, from Leo Burnett, was couple of years ago, I think 4 to 5 years ago, with V for Vikrant. And, we were amazed with the kind of innovation that you guys came up with. But having said that, this was 4 to 5 years ago, and the times that we live in have changed. So much has changed around us. So can you just take us through what has really changed, and how are you solving clients' problems in today's day and age, in today's scenario?
Since the last 4.5 years, we have changed a lot of things, the way we solve problems. For instance, we started getting data, we started getting design, we started getting machine learning all together. In the last 4 years, we have evolved not only just having a concept, but making the concept come to life. If you look at the roads that honk for HP or Beat of a Billion, and now this, and a lot of other products that we'll be seeing, we are actually not only having a concept to the client, we are actually designing it for them. We are making it live for them. We are creating prototype for them. So when the client is seeing, it's just not a concept. It's a live piece of work for them.
Moving on, moving over to Dheeraj, how has a traditional celebrated creative setup like Leo Burnett adapted to the new normal? You can start by giving us, the India perspective, and I know for a fact that you guys interact with your global counterparts on a regular basis. I have attended one of such seminars with you guys. So tell us, how have you guys adapted to the new normal?
Yeah, I think one is, Shivani, one is a direct response to, the pandemic and what it did. But to the larger impact that acceleration of technology and data has brought on our business, right? And new normal has, in fact, made it in your face. I mean, you can't run away from it anymore, right? I mean, if you look at any category, any industry, it does a leap and bound every 2 or 3 decades. I mean, look at banking, right? Started with face-to-face banking. Today, fintech is the norm. Look at coding, right? You started with Y2K coding and transition, and today AI and ML are the big deal. I feel that creativity as a business also has to make that leap and bound, right? I mean, no more do we have to be satisfied with, working through persuasion and words and images, but we have to now solve real issues out there using technology, using data, and that's today the biggest ask of the time. So if you look at within the pandemic, we developed 2 other product solutions. As far as the immediate response to navigating the new normal is concerned, one thing we've learned is to turn almost everything that we need to into a program. So, for example, we started the pandemic with a program called 036, where we built workshops and plans for all of our clients, for the immediate, which is 0, for the medium, which is 3, and for the long term, which is 6. And we ran over 50 workshops. We produced over 1,000 pieces of work around this. We ran a program called Content Week, where we produce 100 pieces of content. At a group level, we have a program running called Puffit, because we've realized that people at home, right, they are getting fatigued, they're not meeting up people, and the answer to fatigue is not doing work, but to be healthy, to be agile and active.
Okay. Finally, before we go, my final question to you, Raj, is I want to understand from you how, like whatever Dheeraj said right now, how are you nurturing and hiring talent or acquiring talent to ensure all of this is in place?
The kind of people we are hiring now. Recently, we got people from Ahsoka, or we are getting people from IIT, or we are getting people from MIT, product designers, who are trained to think solutions in their world, not to just think advertising solutions. So service, the creatives who can create service, who can create product, who can create storytelling, but as a solution. So we are nurturing and getting people who can do those things, but not just advertising. So because we want to fuse from other industry to advertising. We have seen the amount of brain drain happening from advertising to going to other industry. We have seen people going to tech companies, people going to, solutions company, people going to production houses, filmmaking company. So we are doing the reverse thing. We are actually getting people from other industry come to advertising and create solution for our clients.
That's fabulous, Raj. Dheeraj, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shivani.
And now it's time for